Hey there, I'm Emily, host of the 3315 Here the Bless, the show where we talk about being a young Christian in crazy times. Hey there, ladies and gents. Welcome to part 2 of Social Media Delight or Distraction. Last time was all about the positive and negatives of using social media and what you can do about managing your time on there. This episode is going to focus more on a few ways to stay safe while online. Now then, let's begin. First up on the docket is one I'm sure you all have heard before. Create strong, unique passwords and update them regularly. While that second part may seem a bit time-consuming, it will help in the long run as it keeps your accounts safe from hackers. And don't write them down in your notes app or on a piece of paper. Use a password manager, an app that is meant for storing your passwords in a safe place and locked under a master password. Some can even help you create stronger passwords. If you have the option to use multi-factor authentication on a website, basically those things that make sure it's you that are trying to log in by sending you a code by email or text. Say a hacker has your password for some social media, but thanks to multi-factor authentication, the code they need to access your accounts gets sent straight to you. Consider getting a VPN or virtual protection network. This can help protect your online security by hiding your IP address and making it so that third parties can't see what you're looking at online. But as helpful as a VPN can be, sometimes common sense is the best tool you can have. This is a point I made back in part 1. But be careful about what you post because it can come back to haunt you. First off, as something I'm sure you've all heard, don't share your personal information on the internet. It's one thing if you post a picture, a funny video, piece of artwork, harmless stuff like that. It's another thing when you share details like where you live. Hackers can use that information to try and hack your accounts. Find where you live. Mess with your life in big or little ways. Do not risk it. Second, it really can be something to come back and bite you in the butt in other ways. You can find tons of articles on the internet of people losing scholarships over a social media post that the school considers offensive or reflects negatively on their image or even just on your image. This is even something that could come back to bite you in the butt in job opportunities. So please always think twice when you're going to post something, okay? Please. And third of all, always think before you click. Don't click on suspicious looking links and don't click on messages from strangers that say things like, click here for a good time, and then ask you to insert personal data. Even if it's from an email address you may know or recognize, if the offer seems a little bit weird or too good to be true, maybe try getting in touch with the other person first. This actually happened to me when I was in university. There were scams going around with emails that looked like they were from professors saying, hey, here's this job opportunity, here's the pay, send me a text or an email, when in reality, I found out it was actually a phishing scam when I contacted the professor to see, hey, is this legit? Is this from you? So please, use your common sense. Trust your gut. If something feels too good to be true or like a scam, it most likely is. And sometimes it doesn't hurt to get a second opinion on these things. For more tips like these, you can check out websites such as StaySafeOnline.org and MalwareBytes.com. I will link them and more in the description of this episode because I only know so much. These can help you out much more. And finally, is just to do research and ask for help when it comes to this stuff. Maybe you're not the most tech savvy, and that's perfectly fine. There's tons of websites out there that can explain this stuff much better than I can, again. And honestly, I didn't know about a lot of this stuff until I asked my family for help. Ask family or close friends who are tech savvy or just know more about this stuff to give you tips for staying safe online. Point you to helpful software or apps or even simple websites with tips. At the end of the day, it will help. As Proverbs 19 verse 20 says, listen to advice and accept instruction that you may get wisdom in the future. Thanks so much for joining me on another episode. Hope you liked it. If you have any questions or would like to request a topic for me to talk about, message me on Instagram at 33_15_ here to bless. God bless you.